Hi, welcome to the new year again. But new week, new year, and probably new topic. What do you got for us, Neil?
Hey, good evening, Graham. Nice to see you again. Thank you for having me, Graham. I really appreciate it. The new year, we're looking forward to everything happening. Hey, guys, how are you? Thanks a lot for the overwhelming response. I'm really blown away by everything. You guys are really amazing. I'm hoping that a little bit of this might help you with, getting involved in the boxing community and doing things within boxing. You know what I'm saying? So if the kids want to get into martial arts or whatever these kind of things, and I would suggest that you encourage them. I think that going forward, all of us need to protect ourselves and be safe out there. So thank you very much. I want to thank you all for the comments; they were fantastic. I'd like to thank you all for the shares. I know you guys are sharing with all your friends and the likes, of course. You guys like it. I appreciate that. That's really awesome. So tonight we're going to do, Graham, we're going to talk a little bit about something I saw. I've heard a rumbling about this, but I actually have never seen this like live or anything on the TV, or I've just heard about it. And it is actually, Graham, and everyone out there in Talkin Fight land, it's this new bare knuckle fighting leagues in the United States. So let's talk a little bit about this. I mean, I heard about it, guys, but I actually have never seen one. I saw one the other night, the first one I've ever seen live, and it was unbelievably interesting. I was like, this is really like they have different rules and regulations. The rings are all different. It's like I don't even know if they have weight divisions. Graham, I think it's just if you're tough, get in there. Because the guy I saw, we'll discuss him in a little bit here. One guy was like 200 pounds and the other guy was 300. So what weight division is between 2 and 300 pounds? Like, I don't know, man. The guy that was 200 pounds, Graham, it didn't look good right from the minute he walked in. I was like, really? How does, like, I don't know the rules, guys. We should go check it out. This bare knuckle fighting stuff, it's online. I looked into it for the last 3 or 4 days and talked to a bunch of people about it. And I thought, wow, this is actually pretty cool. So anyways, the one I was watching was called BYB Extreme. All right. BYB Extreme. They're out of Florida, actually. So they're a Florida-based company. They're sanctioned by the Florida Boxing Commission. And to date, they've had but three events. So, sorry, three events, multiple fights on each event, obviously. But I guess it's just starting out, Graham. Have you heard anything about this through your travels?
I mean, over the years, I've heard, I mean, it goes back centuries, quite frankly. Uh, but backyard fighting and bare knuckle brawling. It's been, it's had a bit of a wave of popularity over the years. I didn't realize it was back in any formidable, organized way, but
No.
interesting to hear it is.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a new sport. Actually a new sport, Graham.
We were talking about it because some English clips we'd seen a few weeks ago, so we didn't realize it was organizing in America as well. Anyway, so how was the fight? Like,
Yeah, well, guys, just to let you all know, I saw it on Bein Sports, Bein Sports. Apparently, they have a deal with Bein Sports, Bein Sports. So if you guys have satellites or whatever, or IPTV or whatever you got there, I get it on that type of stuff, right? So it was just ironic. I was flipping around looking for some boxing to watch, and all of a sudden I see this, and I'm like, what the heck? This is unbelievable. So, anyways, they say, Graham, actually, it is one of the fastest growing sports right now, and which to me that's pretty amazing. It's like a fledgling thing, I think. So, but it's growing fast within the fighting community, I guess, in general, right? Between the boxing, the MMA, and now this bare knuckle stuff, and then real martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
yep.
pretty interesting stuff. So, the first thing that blew me away was the ring is actually a triangle. Okay. So if you guys can imagine a big triangle instead of an octagon, that's what the ring looked like, was a big triangle. And I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. It had 3 ropes, 2 long ones and a short one. It was pretty weird. So this poor guy goes in there. His name was Joe Benedetto. Joe Benedetto was the smaller guy. He was probably about 5'10", around 210, 210 probably, something like that. And he was fighting some guy named Lauren Hood. Just his name tells you that there's a like Hood. Right? Anything with the HMS Hood, anything with Hood, and it's serious. Robin Hood. It's all, you know what I mean? So this guy comes out, and Mr. Benedetto was, not that in shape. He was just there. And then in comes this guy, Harris, Hood. Hood comes in, and the guy's 6'6", weighs 300 pounds solid, makes Kimbo Slice look like a little girl, tattoos from his nostrils to his toes, and I'm like, whoa. Now this guy looks like he's gonna like break this guy in a millisecond, like really. So, anyways, I kick back for the first time to check this out. They go into the middle of the ring. Buddy tries to throw a couple of whatever you call them. It wasn't even much. And the big guy just wound up with one shot, crushed him in the back of the head, and the guy was knocked out cold 35 seconds. I was like, whoa, wow. So I don't know how they come up with this weight division thing, because that's like almost 100-pound difference. You know what I mean, Graham?
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that's like suicidal.
So was there only one fight on the whole card, or were there?
No, I think there were more, but because I was just flipping around, Graham, you know what I mean, and I caught that last bit of it. But apparently they're coming up all the time. This is only their third one or fourth one. Like maybe it was the fourth one. They've had 3, I know that for sure. So it was pretty crazy. They got some guy, every like MMA, when we all watch when they first come out, they got all these guys like Tito Ortiz and Ken Shamrock and all these guys, and they all have nicknames and stuff, and Randy the Natural Couture and all these guys, right? So there's this guy apparently that's in this bare knuckle boxing thing. His name is Data 5000, DADA Data or something, Data 5000 or something. He's friggin' his real name is Dahar Harris. So, but they call him Data 5000. But apparently he's about 6'3". He weighs 275 pounds, and this guy looks like I think this guy could probably beat up Tyson. Like that, these guys look like that. I was like, whoa, this guy's massive, like crazy looking. So, anyways, guys, if you want to check it out, it's bare knuckle. The gloves I noticed are cut open so that they're punching with full knuckles. Like if there's no padding in the front. They're cut open here, all in the front, and there's just like a little glove that kind of goes around your wrist, I guess, and your thumb. And it's actually just, you're basically in a glorified, like a fight, like a real fight. So, I mean, they're all fighters, but that's like no gloves, basically. That's it, Graham? Pretty interesting stuff. I've never seen this stuff before. So
do you think with a bit of training they could actually box competitively, professionally in a real boxing league?
From what I saw from that fight, absolutely not. Like no chance.
These
guys really didn't remind me of real well-schooled guys. Like they're not highly skilled guys. They're tough. They're big and tough, I guess, and some of them might be. I mean, there's a bunch. I don't know enough about it, guys, to know, but I know within there's another one that you might want to check out. This bare knuckle fighting sport, and it's another company out of Philadelphia, out of Philly, and they're called Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. It's a different one, so it's BKFC. They call it BKFC, where the other one was BYB Extreme. So if you want to go to bybextreme.com, you can check them out. If you want to go to bareknuckle.tv, then you can see the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship guys. And they're out of Philly. It's a completely different thing, completely different promoter type of thing. It's pretty crazy. So the BKFC was the first promotion to hold a official state-sanctioned and commissioned bare knuckle fight in the USA since 1989. So apparently they were doing this before 1989 a bit, I guess. I never saw it. I never saw it. So, but it's the first, this company, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, apparently they were like, I guess, the innovators of it, and they brought it out first. They also were the first American, they also had the first American sanctioned women's bare knuckle fight, Graham. Women's bare knuckle fight ever in the history of the world. So women are getting involved in this bare knuckle stuff as well. So maybe we'll talk to some of the MMA girls and some of those guys down the line and say, well, what's that all about? Like, is that something you want to get involved in? I don't know. That could be interesting, eh, Graham? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. It just sounds, everyone I've talked to about it, it just sounds so incredibly brutal. But hey.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like I say, if you like the ring being triangular and you basically have nowhere to go because you only have 3 ropes. So it's not like a regular boxing ring or an octagon where you can run around 8 walls. This is like really confined. So the ring was not that big. You know, it's maybe a bit deceiving on TV, but I can understand. I work in that industry, so it kind of looks probably like 20 by. It's weird because it's a pie shape, so it's like this wide in this end, and then it goes down into this. You know what I mean? So it's very bizarre, but it's pretty interesting. Apparently, this bare knuckle fighting championship is on. They just signed a big contract on DAZN or DAZN Sports. Yeah, so if you guys want to watch that, check it out on DAZN. DAZN, is that DAZN or DAZN? Something like that.
I pronounce it DAZN.
Yeah, DAZN, right? Network. So they'll be broadcasting all the fights. Now the other thing that was interesting about this bare knuckle thing, and then we'll end it all a little bit, the ring, it's very unique because there's 2 lines, all right, in the middle of the ring, and each fighter before the contest begins has to have 1 foot on that line, okay, and they're 3 feet apart in the middle of the ring. So they refer to it as the square circle. I guess it's weird, and the ring, it contains those 2 scratch lines, and the lines are they're basically based on something out of, I've never heard of this, Graham, but it's based on Burrowton rules. Maybe you guys can look that up. I haven't looked it up. I'm interested in what Burrowton rules are. Broughton rules. Apparently it's something to do with the 19th century, Graham.
Yeah.
Those were the rules that they were using in the 19th century with the scratch line and the toe line. They call it toe line. You know what I mean? Scratch lines and toe lines. So every fight starts there, and they have to look at each other basically, and then knuckle up, Mikey. Knuckle up, Mikey. Coming after you, Mike. I love you. Oh, yeah. So knuckle up is over there. You knuckle up, and the fight's on. That's how it works. Those are the rules, I guess, right? Rules and regulations. So it's pretty interesting stuff. There's not a lot of information about it, guys. I know that the one in Philly has had a number of more fights than the other one. I believe it's 11. It's 11 events, and the other one only had 3. So I guess this is pretty fledgling stuff. But it was exciting, actually. For the little bit I saw, I was like, going, wow, this is actually. I mean, it's a new sport and it's a fighting sport, and I'm like, whoa. So I'm going to check it out and keep an eye on it, and that's going to be again on beIN Sports and DAZN Sports. So you guys check it out.
Right on. Thanks very much, Neil.
Hey, not a problem, Graham. So I understand we're going to have some new and exciting guests. New and exciting.
We are definitely trying to line them up as we speak. It's a new year, and I guess people are a little bit busy off the start. But
Sure.
Yeah, we've recontacted all those chaps that we were in contact with just prior to the break. Well,
Nice.
we didn't go on a break, but apparently some people did.
Yeah, exactly.
So so I'm looking forward to getting those responses and having them on as your special guest each Wednesday night.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm really looking forward to it, Graham. Anything we can do to give a little bit of credit back to the guys that have been retired or guys that are still working in the boxing community and stuff, and raise awareness of charitable things, humanitarian things, stuff of that sort. Because we've discussed this many times, guys, and we all know the world is in shambles. Everybody needs a little help. So try to have a heart and help the people that, around you that need a little bit of help,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's
All
great.
right.
We're looking forward to the new guests, Graham. We're going to be doing the live thing for the next little while, guys. So
It's
7
working well.
o'clock, Monday to Friday, Graham, we're going to meet up, talk some new wild and crazy stuff for the new year. And I understand you guys got some plans for me or something. We keep talking about this. So I'm looking forward to the future plans with Talkin Fight. It's going to be very interesting. Everybody, I think you'll have a great time. And I really, again, want to thank you for all the great likes, all the shares, all the friendships, and all the camaraderie. And let's hope we learn a little bit, along the way, and try to be better, and help your friends. Gotta have a friend. Remember that. You gotta have a friend.
Be better, not bitter.
Be better, not bitter. That's the one.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Right on, guys. Thanks again for coming. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Have a safe night, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Take care.
Thanks, Neil.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.